All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you clicked on this link from a search, you're a knife fan. If you're one of my subs who got the notification, thanks for coming in and checking out. Enedino De Leon. I'm probably butchering that name, but his name was Enedino De Leon with D-E space L-E-O-N. Knife maker. Honestly, 6 months ago, I never heard of the guy. But that's about the time that I happened upon this knife in trade. And subsequently, like anything else, when I get it in trade and I don't know about it, I try to find out about as much for them as I can. But De Leon, he was a Marine vet, from my understanding. He actually was in combat. I'm assuming Vietnam, based upon his age and when he passed away, things like that. But when he got home from the Marines, he became a knife-making protege for the Ralph Bone Company, which is the Ralph Bone Knife Company. I don't know a lot about Ralph Bone, but I know they put out some pretty nice knives as well. And from my understanding, Enedino worked for them starting in the early 70s, and at some point in the 70s, I think he went out on his own, became a knife maker, up until the time that he passed away, which was in 2015. So he made knives for about 45 years or so. But we'll take a look at the sheath. The sheath is really nice quality. It's not marked with anything. The stitching is not quite as even, especially in that area right there. Well, that's where it's knotted up. It reminds me of a Sullivan, to be honest with you. It is pure full vegetable tan leather. Nice sheath, but it is unmarked. If anybody knows who made the sheaths for him, let me know. I'd be curious to find out about that. But let's take a look at the goodie itself. And so let me wipe off some of the... I had treated that sheath with some, not Neatsfoot oil. What's the leather conditioner that everybody loves? I can't remember. I'll drop the name of it in here if I remember it. And so every time I stick the blade in and out, it leaves a little bit of residue on it. Right there's his name. And, you know, I've handled a lot of custom knives in my time, guys. That's the model number, is my assumption, BA1, which they called us the Fighter, is what I've been able to find out. I've handled a lot of knives in my time, and this is as good as any of them, to be honest with you. This particular one has a little bit of discoloration here from where the previous owner had left it in the sheath for a long time, and what happened is the strap caused some of that. I need to buff it out. It is a nickel silver bolster, and so it can be polished and buffed out. I just haven't had the time to do it. I might do that today. I've got a little bit extra time on my plate today. I can probably hit that with some 2000 grit and buff that out, and then hit it with a buffing wheel. But yeah, I mean, again, don't know a lot about him. There's a lot of his knives that have sold on Arizona Custom Knives, which is pretty much my go-to place. Nice edge. Now, I think someone probably has honed this maybe at one point. It's hard to tell. But it has a nice edge on it. Nickel silver guard. Micarta handles. Got a little brass tube insert through their lanyard hole. Nice little brass liners, it looks like. And a fighting pommel. And it feels good, guys. I mean, what more do you want? You know, I probably would have requested that the choil be a little bit higher. So I tend to like to do this sometimes if I'm doing some controlled task with my knives, and that is a little bit close to cutting myself on there. Some real pretty silver soldering. Is that even silver soldered? Heck, I can't tell. I think it is. Yeah, it does look like there's a bead. There's a bead of solder in there. Let me know, what do you guys think? And there's my German Shepherd chiming in. Let's take a look. Is that got a line of silver solder in there? I think it does. Maybe not. Yeah, I think it does. I think you can see it a little bit right there. Let me know what you guys think of this guy. This is the first one I've owned from him. I bid on one on eBay a while back. You know, I think personally it's like I said, I think it's as good as any of them. You know, it's actually a good all-purpose fighting knife. Maybe even do a few little camp chores and stuff like that. One thing I do like, you know, I do have smallish hands, but I do like that he put such a long handle on that. Look at that. I mean, if a guy had really big hands, this would be a perfect knife for him. Hickok 45, if you're watching, this would be a good knife for you, man. Holler at me. Maybe we can work out a trade on it or something like that, you know, so. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about him. If you know anything about him, you know, drop it down in the comments. I just wanted to do basically a little show and tell on this and show you guys some of his work. Beautiful knife. Thanks for watching, y'all. Be safe out there. If you have any questions, you know, put them down in the comments. And I'm trying to bump this channel up to the 5,000 sub mark or something like that. I'm right at just under 4,000 right now. So if you enjoy this video, do me a favor, share it with some of your buddies, share it with some of your friends. Try to get me some more subs in here. Y'all take care.